Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining me today. I'm Victoria English, head coach with Alcohol-Free Lifestyle. It's Sunday here in Colorado, beautiful day, and I'm out on a walk with my dogs, and I'm thinking about you all. I think about you all a lot. Today, we're going to talk about the Sunday Scaries, Hangiety, and how to make Sunday your superpower day. Superpower Sunday. That sounds pretty good, doesn't it? So what are the Sunday Scaries? Well, it's that sense on Sunday that, oh man, tomorrow it's back to the grind. Very normal, very common. We all might have a little bit of that, but there's two sides to that coin. You might be having the Sunday Scaries because you had an absolutely fabulous weekend, and tomorrow it's back to your normal responsibilities. And that's okay. A lot of that is perspective, staying present, realizing that today is Sunday and you still have a beautiful day ahead of you. You can also use Sunday as a very productive day. And I'll share more about that in a minute. But what about when we're drinking during the weekend? What's that like? Well, the Sunday Scaries have a friend with them, and that is called Hangiety. The anxiety caused from a hangover. And that is physiological. It's real. It's not just you. It's the booze. So anxiety happens because when we drink, we have a huge hit of dopamine, an unnatural hit. Well, that's because alcohol is a very highly addictive drug. We seem surprised by that. Like, wait a minute, it's just alcohol. If you look at the brain scans of someone who drinks regularly and someone who uses cocaine regularly, and you look at their dopamine receptors, meaning the amount of receptors that can grab onto dopamine and make them feel good, you'll see that they're very, very low in all kinds of brain, in any brain that's using an addictive drug. And so when you're drinking, you get a huge hit of dopamine, GABA, serotonin. That's why it feels good. It feels unnaturally good. The problem with that is your brain goes into a bit of a spiral. It's hijacked. And so often around 3 a.m, and if you know, you know, you will wake up after a night of drinking. Your heart is racing. Your mouth is dry. Your brain cannot turn off. That is not the way to go into the next morning with a great outlook on life. Your body is trying to balance out, trying to counteract the dopamine dump that it got when you were drinking. And so it counteracts that with things like adrenaline, cortisol, the stress hormones. And that's why you wake up at 3 a.m. going, oh my gosh, I have to face this day and I don't even want to. If you get back to sleep, you wake up at your regular time and there's just that sense of dread, isn't there? That sense of, how am I going to get through the day? There's no carpe diem with a hangover. So there you are on Sunday morning and you're hurting and all you want is a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit. The thought of going for a workout, going on a hike, doing laundry, all of that sounds just dreadful because you're just trying to make it through the day. Listen, it's okay. It's not your fault that these things happen because you were just doing what we were raised to do, drink alcohol. For some of us, it just grabs on more aggressively, let's say, over time. So it's not your fault, but it is your responsibility. And when you understand that this is just alcohol doing what alcohol does, it can be a bit liberating. Hopefully it helps you come out of the shame spiral, the regret. What's on the other side? Well, you can train your brain to go back to normal with its dopamine. It takes time. You know, another reason that something like what I'm doing right now, which is walking my 2 crazy dogs and enjoying this gorgeous day, why it may not feel very appealing to you is, for one thing, you might be hungover. You don't really want to go on a walk. But the other thing is, natural hits of dopamine don't hit the same way when we're caught in the cycle of alcohol misuse. I can go on this walk and notice all of the wildflowers. I can enjoy the breeze. I can look at the leaves and wonder how long it will be until I see that first tinge of yellow. I can't do that if I have a hangover. I'm not going to appreciate natural hits of dopamine. Your brain will recover, and it takes time, but it's not easy to do alone. I get it. I didn't do it all by myself, and it's okay if you don't either. Here's the great thing. If you're listening to this and it resonates with you, you can have a plan in place when next weekend comes. You can have professional coaching, you can have a community of like-minded individuals, and you can have accountability. You can be in a place where you can finally talk about what it's like to be stuck in the cycle of drinking. At Alcohol Free Lifestyle and Project 90, we work with a certain type of community. We work with high achievers. We work with people who, without a hangover on a Sunday, are out there just kicking butt. Do you remember what you used to be like before alcohol dictated your weekends? Do you remember getting up and feeling energized, feeling ready for that workout, maybe doing some meal prep, watching some games on TV, eating healthy food, laughing at things that are funny? You can get back there and we can support you. Project 90 isn't for everyone. If you're content having the Sunday scaries and living with Hangiety, if you're content going into your Monday feeling like a 6, we're not for you. It's okay if that's how you live. None of my business, but we're not for you. We're for people who, even if their 6 looks pretty good, they know that they could be more. They know that they could wake up on a Sunday feeling amazing. They could go into work on Monday ready to crush it. Remember that feeling? Don't you want that feeling back? Might it be worth giving up that 30 to 45 minutes of that dopamine dump we get from those first drinks to see what's on the other side, to feel good most of the time? It's all right if you can't get there on your own. Your brain is going to want that dopamine dump. We're here to support you, help you through it. You're going to be with people like you, high achievers who want to go get it again. So what does Sunday look like when you don't have a hangover? You guys, I haven't had a drink in a long time, and I still pinch myself on Sundays and Saturdays because I wake up without hangovers. Even if it was a low-grade hangover, I was not excited about Sunday, and I sure wasn't excited about Monday. Now I wake up on a Sunday, and I have my prayer and my meditation time. I have my coffee on the deck, no yucky taste in my mouth from the night before, no guzzling water or Gatorade to rehydrate. I just enjoy my coffee. And then I exercise. I have a great workout. I walk my dogs. I also use Sunday as my meal prep day. My daughter and I like to eat healthy food. And so Sunday is Instacart day. I order all my good stuff and I make batches of food. And that will carry us through till about Wednesday. And so I am totally prepared. The laundry is done. The floors are clean. The other thing about not drinking is your house just naturally stays neater and cleaner because you keep up with things. So it's not a big chore day. It's just a touch-up day. So that when Monday comes, well, I don't dread Monday because I love my job. But when all the responsibilities come back, I can't wait. I'm excited. I get to live this life, and you can too. Feel free to book a discovery call with me or one of our other amazing coaches. It's 15 minutes, it's free, and we'll have a chat. We'll talk about what's going on, what it's like, what you want for your life, what you want for your life once alcohol is no longer writing your story. And we'll see if you're a fit. I hope to hear from you soon. Remember, by next weekend, you can have a plan in place, and we are here for you. Have a wonderful day and take good care.
James Swanwick here again. Thank you so much for listening to the show. I want to send you some free stuff. If you haven't yet got the Alcohol Freedom Formula, then you can get that at alcoholfreelifestyle.com/guide. The YouTube channel is alcoholfreelifestyle.com/YouTube. I put out lots of educational videos on my Instagram page at James Swanwick. You can also find me on TikTok at James Swanwick. If this show has benefited you, I would so appreciate you leaving a review and giving it 5 stars. We have a 5-day no alcohol challenge, a 30-day no alcohol challenge. You can get details over at alcoholfreelifestyle.com. And if you would like to apply to be part of Project 90, which is our flagship process where you get a community, 7 coaching calls per week are available to you, a like-minded community, mostly folks in their 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s, then you are welcome to apply. You can get all the details over at alcoholfreelifestyle.com/project90, and the details are in the show notes. Thank you again for listening. I will catch you on the next one.